The devil picked a hell of a day to drag me back to hell. After a grueling 12-hour ER shift that stretched to 15, one that included the death of a child hit by a drunk driver, my muscles ache, my bones hurt, and I have no fucks left. The only things I want are a hot shower, a cold beer, and to sleep until next Christmas. I kick off my shoes the second I step through the door, spraying the soles with bleach water from the waiting bottle. Who knows what nasty shit I brought back from the ER. The smell of the sick and the dying, blood and other fluids, clings to me like a second skin. I don't bother turning on the lights. I can't spare the energy. My feet drag across the floor as I head straight to the washer in my kitchen, the one thing I refuse to compromise on when renting a new apartment. I strip off my scrubs, sports bra, and my preferred granny panties. I value comfort above all else. I'm certainly not trying to be sexy for my fuck buddies. Still warm from the summer heat, I suddenly shiver in the chill of the apartment's AC. I don't measure the detergent. Just dump it in, add the hospital-grade disinfectant I swiped, and slam the washer door shut. The sound of the machine breaks the low silence of my place, and I roll my neck, debating whether to take a beer into the shower with me. It isn't until I turn around, completely naked, that I hear the low, deliberate cough, someone clearing their throat. My blood turns cold. My heart jumps into my throat. I grab a clean bath towel from the laundry basket and wrap it around myself in one swift motion. In the same breath, I reach under the kitchen counter for the handgun I keep stashed there. My fingers curl around the cool grip. I flick the safety off, heart pounding as I flip on the lights. I recognize the three men immediately. The two suits sitting in those ugly chairs that came with the apartment are members of my family's security force. I don't know their faces, but each wears the crest pin of a made man on his lapel. The third man leans casually against the kitchen counter, arms crossed like he has all the time in the world. Maddox Rossetti, my uncle's second, and a familiar face from my childhood, a too handsome playboy with salt and pepper hair, emerald eyes, and a knowing smirk. Fuck, they found me. Instead of lowering the gun like someone should when seeing an old friend, I tighten my grip, my fingers settling on the trigger. My eyes lock on Maddox's face, fury rising like a wave. Shit, Nat, where are your clothes? Mac rolls his eyes, barely glancing my way as he waves a hand dismissively, turning his head like he's seen it all before. He doesn't even blink at the SIG sour aimed at his face, and somehow, that pisses me off more. When a naked woman points a gun at you and doesn't bother with clothes, you should take her seriously. I don't move. I'm no prude, and the towel covers enough for me to stand my ground without flinching. Get the fuck out of my house, Mac. He raises an eyebrow, utterly unfazed. Technically, it belongs to the Cotillard Syndicate. Since when? I shoot back, eyes narrowing. I checked before renting this place. I always check, and I never work in Cotillard territory. About an hour ago, he replies, that infuriating smirk tugging at the corners of his mouth. Fuck you. He just grins wider, then gestures lazily toward the bedroom. Put on some clothes. We gotta talk. Get out. I use my most dangerous voice, the one that promises consequences, the one that gets psych patients to calm down, gangbangers back in bed, and lets the assholes know they fucked up. The two security guys shift uncomfortably in their seats, exchanging uneasy glances. But Mac? He doesn't flinch. Not gonna happen, Natalia. His voice drops. Shit. He used my formal name. For a split second, I see something else in his expression, compassion, maybe regret. He doesn't want to be here any more than I want him here, but we both know neither of us has a choice. We stare at each other for a moment, then I lower the gun. Fine, I snap, though my pulse still pounds in my ears. But if you want me to listen to whatever shit reason you have for invading my life, I get to shower first. Stall all you want, he says, already helping himself to a handful of cereal from the box he just stole from my cupboard. Not gonna change things. He tosses a sugar-coated piece into the air and catches it in his mouth like he owns the place. True, running away, changing my name, living as a totally different person, it was all pretend. A vacation, at best, from the life I was born into. I never really had a future. There's no escape for someone like me, daughter of a padrino of the Cotillard Syndicate. I've always known, deep down, they'd find me, that they'd drag me back. This day was inevitable. Freedom was always an illusion. But damn, it felt real. It felt so fucking real. I shower and throw on my favorite jeans and a t-shirt that says I call the shots with a picture of a nurse holding a syringe. I make sure the gun is back in its holster on my hip, concealed under the hem of my shirt. My bones practically burn from exhaustion, and I'm too numb from the day to feel anything but annoyance that my uncle's men are in my living room. Give me a few hours of sleep, and I'll have just enough energy to spiral into a panic attack. Won't that be fun? When I come out of the bedroom, I see they've already packed most of my stuff. The two suits slip into the bedroom and I hear them wrestling through my dresser and closet, boxing up the rest of my meager possessions. I hope they get my vanity set. I had it custom made. My kitchen's empty, except for the food. Something about Mac packing my favorite My Little Pony dishes suddenly makes me giddy. More likely, I've crossed into the crazy part of fatigue. Padrino Cotillard sent us to get you, Mac says. Calm but final. Time to come home. I roll my eyes, pull a beer from the fridge, and pop the top. Foam spills over as I take a swig. No shit. Why? Mac shifts, uncomfortably, for the first time, and my stomach twists. Something's wrong. He's rarely rattled. And when he is, it's always something big.